Welcome back to another edition of Stock Talk. This your boy Podcast Dre. I'm excited to talk about QuantumScape. This company, whether you know or not, they pretty much produce EV batteries. Now, what sets them apart from other companies? These individual car manufacturers, they make their own batteries. The difference is QS, QuantumScape, their batteries are solid state, which in turn pretty much means that it'll hold a longer charge, which equates to longer mileage. So we're going to bet big on EV. This company is still young, but potentially a game changer. According to recent analysis, it could soar over the next 5 years in a major way. But the question is, can they mass produce at scale? So that's what we're gonna figure out, right? So first, what is QuantumScape? The company is developing solid state lithium metal batteries as opposed to the lithium ion batteries that everybody else is making. So they also are promising faster charging, longer range, improved safety compared to the current, batteries. Solid state technology has been stuck in the lab for years. The big barrier was scaling up mass production, and that's where it gets kind of interesting. So here's the key reason why analysts believe that QuantumScape could take off. In Q2 of 2025, the company announced the integration of a so called Cobra solid separator into its prototype manufacturing line. That step reportedly boosts productivity by about 25% over previous equipment. Then in September, the company demonstrated its battery in a real world application, a motorcycle. And that showed off that the tech can leave the lab. And despite not generating meaningful revenue, the firm says it has enough cash to last into at least 2029, giving it plenty of time for a commercial ramp up. So the premise is if QuantumScape can scale manufacturing, it might unlock a first mover advantage in solid state technology. This is a huge potential market if EVs go mainstream, which in 2025, some might argue that EVs are already mainstream. They definitely take up a good chunk of the motor vehicle population, at least in the United States anyway. So we'll move on. So I'm not sure if it's gonna be the next big thing. It is risky. QuantumScape isn't yet making significant sales. The evaluation is high, and commercialization is still around the corner. But as they say, this is a long shot. We in this casino called the stock market. You got to roll the dice sometime and take a chance on the underdog. So if this all work out, the upside is massive. The EV industry needs a better battery, and if solid state becomes viable, this could be one of the rare disruptive technologies. In short, big risk, big potential. So, if you're watching QuantumScape, key metrics to follow include commercial production milestones. Can it, roll out to scale? First customer deals and supply agreements, can they obtain those at a steady rate going into next quarter? Cash burn rate and how long the company can stay funded. And finally, EV adoption trends and how battery demand evolves. So, if the manufacturing step is real, that's one reason why I think this stock can soar. So, in closing, QuantumScape is a bet on the future of EV batteries. You know, hey, I'm taking my chance. Like I said, I got my dice ready. So if you enjoyed this breakdown explanation, hit that like, subscribe for more tech and invest in deep dives. And thanks for watching. You already know what to do. I appreciate all of you for, subscribing. Feel free hit those comments. Let me know what other tickers you guys would like me to talk about. And until next time.